paper. Okay, so I will tell the problem right now. What now? I could not share that file. Okay, so I could not access that. So now what now I will tell you the problems. Whatever what now. I hope what now you can take the what now question paper also along with you. Okay, so I will read out the problem once. Okay, and I will tell you that because it might be what not different from what for people to people it will get varied right here. So that's why I will just what not take your question paper by logging in what not either Learnity or anything else. Okay. I hope everyone has got a question paper along with you. Okay. First, I'll go for what I will read out the question. Okay, and then what now I'll go for solution now. Okay. Okay. First thing is, I will tell you the question. The osmotic pressure of equimolar solutions of BaCl2, NaCl, and glucose will be in order. I hope it is somewhat easy. Okay. What was given? I will take one here. Question number 1. So he is asking what now? Osmotic pressure of what was given? Equimolar solutions of BaCl2, barium chloride, NaCl, and glucose is asking right here, and glucose right here. So now what now if you see what now he is asking the what now order here. So now what now here, what is the osmotic pressure here? Pi is equal to I into concentration into gas constant into temperature here, right here. So this is the what now the case here. So now if you see this what now equimolar, that's why what concentration is same. Okay, this is also what now same here. R is same, temperature is same. That's why osmotic pressure is depending on what I factor. Okay, that is one Van Hoff factor here. That's why for this one among this what more here BaCl2. For BaCl2, what is the I value more here? I is equal to what here? Okay, 3 ions you will get. Okay, that's what now 3. What about NaCl? NaCl, what is the I factor? What is the I value more? 2 here. What about glucose? It neither dissociates nor associates. That's why Van der factor is 1. That's why osmotic pressure more for what? BaCl2 and then NaCl and then glucose. Okay. So this is the one question. Next, I'm going for what the next question. If you want, you can take down the screenshot also. Next question number 2, ma. Okay. So what is that? It was mentioned as 0. Same kind of question. Okay. 0.004 molar solution of Na2SO4. Okay, you can take down this question mark. Check this question. 0.004 molar solution of Na2SO4 is isotonic with isotonic. That means what now here? Isotonic means what here? They're supposed to have the same osmotic pressure. Okay. 0.010 molar solution of glucose. Okay, this is the question. Okay, at same temperature. Okay, so the apparent degree of dissociation of N2SO4 is asking. Okay, then what is the degree of dissociation of Na2SO4 is asking. Okay, degree of dissociation of N2SO4, Na2SO4 is asking. Okay, here. So they are what isotonic. Okay, sodium sulfate and glucose are what both are what isotonic. Okay, isotonic here. That means pi 1 is equal to pi 2 I assume. Okay, pi 1 means sodium sulfate I will take. Pi 2 means glucose I will take here. Okay, that means what here? So I1, C1, RT. Okay, both of because R and temperature what na same one here. Here I2, C2, RT. Right? That is the case. R and T what na will get cancelled. That's why what na I will take what na I1, C1 is equal to I2, C2, and then what here? What about my here? Here, what is this here? Na2SO4. Okay, Na2SO4, and what about here? My here? What about here? Glucose. Here I have taken the one na glucose. Here what is the 1 into what is the concentration by here? 0.01. 0.01. Okay. And then what here? I don't know about the Van Hoff factor for the sodium sulfate. That's why what is the formula for I? What is the formula for I? 1 minus alpha plus N alpha. Okay. This is what I. Next to what is the concentration? 0.004. 0.004. Can I substitute in this here? Okay, 0.004 here. So then what if I do like this? Okay. So here N value what my here? Sodium sulfate. N value what? 3 na? 2 sodium ions, 1 sulfate ion you will get. That's why 1 minus alpha plus, okay. Then what here? 3 alpha, okay, into 0.004. Okay. So then what you get my here? 1 plus 2 alpha, okay, into 0.0. That means I will write like this. So 4 into 10 power minus 3, can I write here? 4 into 10 power minus 3. That is equal to, what can I write my here? 10 power minus 2 I will write. 10 power minus 2 here. So now what now here? 1 plus 2 alpha. 1 plus 2 alpha is equal to 10 power minus 2 by 4 into 10 power minus 3. Now, so then what are 2 alpha is equal to, then what you get my here? Minus 2, it goes to the numerator 3, and then what not 10 by 4. 10 by 4 means what here my here? 2.5, okay, minus 1. That means 2 alpha what my here? 1.5, okay, and alpha is equal to, what is the value ma? 0.75. That means what here? 75%. 75%. What it? Hope you understood. Take down. Okay. Yes, ma. Anyone has queries? Okay. 0.75 ma, this is 0.75. That is equal to 75%. Okay, ma. First slide. Should I show the first slide? Okay. First slide. This one. Okay. Second slide, ma. Go for second slide. Okay. So I'm going for so am I audible to you? Everyone? If anyone who could not hear me, if you let me know, then what I can raise my voice also. Whoever cannot, okay, some people may have some issue. Okay. Now, okay, ma, fine. Ganesh Prasad. Okay, ma. I'll speak a bit louder. Okay, I'm going for next one. Okay, here. So I'll give the question here. What is this? The solubility of gas in liquid. Okay. Solubility of gas in liquid decreases with so he is asking what an incorrect statement. Okay, I'm giving what is the incorrect statement. Okay, solubility of gas in liquid decreases with temperature and pressure. Is it right, ma? Is it correct statement or incorrect statement? Solubility of gas. Okay, so that is here. This is what a statement. Next to second statement he is asking. Okay, incorrect statement. Okay, second statement is given. Okay, the solubility of gas. Okay, in liquid is governed by Henry's law. Okay, so this is what the second statement. So I hope what it is. If everyone has question paper, I will go for what the only explanation because it's taking a lot of time to write every question. Okay, yeah, I need your okay. Okay, can I hope what everyone has question paper along with you. Okay, I'll give a few seconds time and then what I can scroll it. That's all. Okay. Okay. Now what I will explain this here. Okay. This is correct statement, ma. Solubility of gas and liquid decreases with the temperature and pressure. Okay. I'm going for direct explanation here. Solubility of gas and liquid. Gas and okay. We explain here. Okay. Solubility of gas and liquid is temperature and okay. Solubility of gas in liquid is inversely proportional to temperature and directly proportional to what my pressure. I will tell you one thing, simply. Okay, you know the Coke, na? Coke. Okay, soft drinks, you know that. So whatever the bicarbonates or all these things are, they will get decomposed and gives what CO2 gas. Okay, So that what a CO2 gas, once if you, okay, if you open the bottle, then what you find? You will see what are some kind of sound you will see. Okay, that is because of more pressure here. So if you apply more pressure, then what a solubility, the gas would be more in that here. So, or if you increase temperature, then what a solubility would be less here. Okay, that is the case. Okay, ma. So, Artana, can't you hear me? Okay. Next, I'll take next question. Question number. Okay, ma. Next, I will take the what now? In which case Van Hoff factor is maximum? In which case Van Hoff factor is maximum? Okay, so that question you take, ma. In which case Van Hoff factor is maximum? K2SO4 is 40% ionized. K2SO4 is 1 year, 40% ionized. K2 ma, 2 this one. This is 2, not 1. Okay, K2SO4. Next one na SnCl4, and this is what na 20%. 20%. Next one na FeCl3, this is what na 30% ionized. Next one na KCl, this is what na 50% ionized. This is one question. Among these, which will have the Van Hoff factor maximum? Which will have the Van Hoff factor maximum? Okay, I will show you. First, we will see this. Okay, first thing is degree of dissociation. Van Hoff factor is what ma I. Okay, all these are what ma here. All these are what getting ionized only. No association. Only dissociation. Only dissociation. Okay, that is case. So now what here? What is the I value ma? What is the I formula here? If it is degree of dissociation, 1 minus alpha plus n alpha. If it is degree of dissociation. If it is association, alpha by n. That's all. 1 minus alpha is common. Okay. Here n alpha means dissociation. Alpha by n is what? For association. Now here for K2SO4. Okay. What is my here? 1 minus 40% na. That means what? 0.4 plus. Okay. K2SO4. Okay. How many ions you will get here? 2K plus SO4 minus 2. That means how many here? 2 and 1. That means 3 here. So 3 means what here? 3 into 0.4. Am I right or not? 3 into 0.4 here. So that means what you get here? 1 minus 0.4 means 0.6. Okay. Plus what here? 1.2. That is equal to 1.8. In the same fashion, you can write for SnCl4. SnCl4 gives rise to what here, ma? 4 will come here. Okay, tin. Okay, tin tetrachloride. Okay, Sn plus 4 plus what na Cl minus. Okay, how many Cl? 4 Cl. That means what is the n value? 5. Okay, you can substitute over here. Okay, here. That means what you get here? 1 minus. This is what here? 20%. Right? 20%. So that means what here? 1 minus 0.2 plus 5 into 0.2. So that is equal to what you get here? 1.8 you will get. Okay. So next, I will write in the next slide. So FeCl3, this is 30%. Okay. So that means what here? What you get here? From this Fe plus 3 plus 3Cl minus. So that's why what is the n value ma? 4. Okay. That's why 1 minus alpha 30% means what? 0.3. 30 by 100. 30 by 100. That means what na? 0.3 plus n is what? 4 minus 4 into what is the alpha? 0.3. Okay. Then what will come here? What is the value? 1.9 will come. Next to KCl. So this is what 50%. Okay. Then what you get here? 1 minus 0.5 plus 2 into 0.5. Okay, this is the we'll get. Okay, then we spot here 1.5. Among all these, which will have the more value, more I factor among here? Okay, here 1.8, here 1. Okay, here also what here 1.8. Next here what now 1.9. Here 1.5. That's why what now FeCl3 has what now more n factor. These are very basic questions. Okay, I can tell you what now here. You may feel, some people may feel difficulty. Some people may feel what now somewhat what now here easy. Okay, so that's why I'm stretching everyone. Okay, everyone's supposed to understand the question. Okay, so that's why I'm stretching this kind of basics here. Okay, if you have basics, then what it's very easy to do it. Okay, that's why I'm stretching again and again. Next one here, I'll read out the question. Arrange the following aqueous solution in the order of their increasing boiling points. Okay, in the increasing order of boiling points. Increasing order of boiling points. Okay, what are those here? What is the data was given? 0.001 molar NaCl. Okay, and then what my here? 0.001 molar urea. Next, 0.001 molar magnesium chloride. Next, 0.01 molar NaCl. Okay, so these four was were not given here. So generally, okay, so that is boiling point he asking. Boiling point is asking. Okay, and come to the boiling point. What is the here? Elevation in boiling point. Delta Tb is equal to I into Kb into M. Okay, molality. If you convert all these here, molality nothing but what my here? Here molality. Here what? Molarity was given. All these three cases one here, molarity was given. But relatively, you're supposed to see that. Okay, here what NaCl, here NaCl. But concentration is different now here. Here 0.001, here 0.01. When come to all these here, okay, when come to all these, they have the same concentration. I'm right or not? Okay, that's why here both I factor, okay, as well as the concentration, both plays key role here. Okay, delta Tb is directly proportional to I, and that is directly proportional to molality also. Okay, I am not converting the molality into molarity into molality. Okay, because it's no use here. So relatively you can compare. Okay, here more concentration. Okay, and here also what here among NaCl and NaCl. Okay, which will have the what here this NaCl and this NaCl, which will have the more elevation boiling point. This one case. Okay, so that's why. Okay, concentration is more here. Okay, that's why. That's why first one case what my here 0.01 molar NaCl will have the more elevation in boiling point here. Okay, here next to what about here ma? Here among these three. Okay, when come to the among these three, okay, which will have the more elevation in boiling point. So here what I factor. Here I factor place what here only here. Which has the more I factor? Here 3 here. What is the this one has magnesium chloride has the what I factor 3 here. Band I factor what 3 here. That's why what 3 and this is 2 and this is 1 here. That's why MgCl2. Next what here my here 0.001 molar NaCl, and next part here ma urea. And one small announcement ma, tomorrow onwards I will start the electrochemistry. Tomorrow onwards electrochemistry I am going to start, and for this weekend test you will have the Grignard reagent. Okay, syllabus is Grignard reagent. Okay. Okay, ma. Next, I'm going for the next question. Sima, here mixture of volatile components. Okay, this question. Okay, mixture of volatile components. Okay, A and B. These both are volatile only. Okay, so P total relation they gave. Okay, P total is equal to 254 minus 119 XA. That is mole fraction of A. So here what this is the relation he had given. Okay, and he is asking, and what is okay vapor pressure of A and what here vapor pressure of B. He is asking. Okay, so some students would have the what many some students may have the doubt that what is the difference between partial pressure and vapor pressure. Okay, so generally okay, vapor pressure when you consider, okay, so generally vapor pressure term, okay, when you use means when it is the pure state, when it is a pure state you can use the term what vapor pressure. Suppose you mix with what some other okay liquid or anything else, okay, then it's supposed to be it's say, so it can be what, it can be mixer, okay, and both component exert certain pressure. That's why you call what the total pressure. Okay, that's why one component whatever exert pressure that we call what partial pressure. Here also vapor causing pressure, here also vapor causing pressure. But in this case, vapor pressure, why we are calling it of pure state. In another case, it's in the mixer. In the mixer, it shows that it's a partial pressure. Okay, so that is the case. So now what here? So this is the case one again. Okay, mixture of volatile components here given. So now what I will explain this problem. Okay, I'll go for one slide, new slide. Okay, here. So now what here? Generally, P total is equal to what here? PA plus PB. Okay, so that means what partial pressure of according to Raoult's law. Okay, PA is equal to here PA naught XA plus PB naught XB. Okay, that is here. So now what now here? Assume okay, there is only one pure liquid. Okay, there is only one pure liquid. Liquid XA. Okay, and in the problem some data was given. As per data, okay, what was given here? So P total is equal to what here? 254 minus 119 XA. Okay, now I will tell you this. Okay, here only one pure liquid A means what ma? Here what is it here? It is one of mole fraction of XA. Okay, XA plus XB is equal to 1 na. Okay, there only one component means XB what 0. That means XA is equal to what is here? 1 only na. 254 minus 119 into 1. So that means what you get ma? 254 minus 119 that is equal to 135. Okay, this is what here P total. This P total is because of what here? Only pure liquid XA na, pure liquid A only. That's why I will call it is what here mole fraction of what here partial pressure of vapor pressure of component A. Okay, so that is here. I can tell you this. Now, case 2. Okay, case 2. Okay, if XA is equal to 0, then what will happen, ma? So P total is equal to, okay, so 254 minus 119 into what na 0 na, because XA what na 0 here. Then what you get my here? So P okay, that is equal to what my here? PP not only na, because XA 0 means XB is 1, right? Yeah, that's the case. Okay, that is it. That's why what na P total is equal to PP naught. Okay, that is equal to what here? 254. Okay. With practice only, what you will get what somewhat you will get exposure to this kind of problems. Okay. Hope you understood. Come on. Shall I go for next slide? Next problem. Okay. Next, the freezing point of solution containing 0.1 gram of K3 FeCN taken 6. Okay. And its molecular weight was given 329 in 100 gram of water. Okay. The freezing point. The freezing point. Okay. Of solution. Okay. Of 0.1 gram K3 FeCN taken 6. Okay. Its molecular weight what my here? Molecular weight what my here? 329. He mentioned the data. Okay. 329 here. In 100 gram of water. In 100 gram water. Okay. And what is the data mark? KF. What the data was given? 1.86 Kelvin Kg per mole was given. Okay. He's asking this. Now what here? So first here, freezing point. Okay. What is the relation here? Once you dissolve this one, potassium ferrocyanide, then what will get my here? K3 FeCN taken 6. Okay. Once you dissolve in the water, then when it splits into ions. Okay. So this you call what ionization sphere. Okay. You will get in coordination sphere. Okay. Coordination chemistry. Ionization sphere you call. Okay. I'm not writing completely. And this you call what coordination sphere. Coordination sphere you call. So you don't see any changes, Cn minus is there. Okay, I agree with you, but we don't see what any change in this complex. Okay, whatever the would be the outside the bracket, whatever would be the outside the bracket, they only splits into ions. This whatever the bracket, okay, that will come as one just only one ion. Okay, so then what you get my here? 3K plus, okay, plus FeCN taken 6 minus 3. Okay, this is one more. Okay, that means what is my here? How many you got here? N is equal to 4 you got. 100% dissociation means what here? I also would be what same only here. If it is 100% dissociation, I also would be equal to what N value. That is equal to I value what my here? 4. Okay, here. Now, so I'm going for next slide, okay. I'll give time to note down. Now delta TF is equal to I into KF into molality. Am I right or not? That is here. That is TF naught minus TF, because initially solvent has one more freezing point. Once we add the solute, okay, then it becomes solution, and so there will be depressing freezing point of this one. Okay, that is here. TF naught minus TF. That means what is equal to, okay, I value at my here 4, and what is the KF value? 1.86, and molality is equal to what my here? Weight by gram molecular weight into 1000 by W1. That means W1 is what weight of solvent here. That is equal to 4 into 1.86 into W2. What is the W2, ma? Okay, 0.1 gram. And what is the molecular weight? 329. And into 1000 by What is the weight of solvent, ma? 100 grams. Okay, that is the case. So in this case, now TF naught, what is the boiling point? What is the freezing point of water, ma? 0 degrees centigrade. And I need to find out the freezing point of this solution. Okay, that is the case. So now what now? Minus TF is equal to, okay, if you simplify all these things, ma, if you simplify all these things, you will get 0.022 you will get. Okay, that means degree centigrade. Okay, that means 2 into 10 power minus 3 degrees centigrade. Then TF is equal to, okay, minus 2 into 10 power minus 3 degrees centigrade. Okay, so this is the water. Okay, ma. So shall I show since beginning? Shall I show you? This is the one of problem. Okay, and this is the equation. 3k plus 80c and taken 6 minus 3 and delta TF formula. This is the water formula. Okay, so I'm going for what next problem. Next two. Okay, what was given? An aqueous solution of 6.3 gram oxalic acid. 6.3 gram oxalic acid dihydrate. Be careful with this, ma. Okay, he didn't give only oxalic acid. Okay, he gave what? Oxalic acid dihydrate. Okay, is made up to, is made up to 250 ml. Up to 250 ml. The volume of 0.1 normal NaOH required to completely neutralize okay, that means when acid and base both are reacting. Okay, 10 ml of, okay, this solution in the sense of my here oxalic acid solution. Okay, this is the case. Now here what now? Here it was mentioned what now here you can see the what is my here neutralization reaction. Okay, I'm telling you my here in chemistry for any reaction. Okay, if it wants to get completed, what is the criteria my here? Equivalence. Okay, gram equivalence in here the same thing here. Okay, GN or what EQ what na, let whatever the symbol here. So if it have an equivalence of what reactants should be equal to equivalence of products. Okay, suppose I take one ma A plus B. Okay, giving what na C plus D. Okay, when this reaction would be possible my here. Okay, so that is in terms of what the quantity I'm telling. Okay, so equivalence of A equal to, so equivalence of B. Okay, that is equal to equivalence of C, that is equal to equivalence of D. Am I right or not? So this is the one. Suppose 10 equivalents of A you take 10, and here also what it requires what 10 equivalents. Suppose here also what 10 equivalent. 10 means what here 10 products, 10 equivalents of product what 10 equivalents of what D also will get. Okay, Suppose here 10 and here 12. Okay, which is what is the limiting range? What is the excess region? Ma? This is the limiting region. This is one excess region. Okay, 10 equivalent of area of B and then one of C will be found. And here 12 would be okay. 2 would be left over. Why? Because for 10 you want 10. Okay, that's all. It cannot react further. Why? Because there is no availability of A over here. Okay, that is the case. So what is the how can you calculate the equivalence? Okay, that I will explain you. Okay, so equivalence I'm giving formula here. Okay, what is the normality? Ma? Normality is equal to what here? Number of equivalents present per 1 liter of solution. Okay, per 1 liter. Okay, what is the molarity? Ma? Number of moles of solute per 1 liter. Okay, so this is the case for the normality, molarity. And what about strength? Ma? I am reminding you all the basics ma here. What is the strength of solution? The weight of solute present per, okay, weight of solute, okay, W2 ma, okay, weight of solute, okay, here number of moles of solute. Here what na equivalence of the what na weight of solute present per what na 1 liter of solution. This is the what na difference between the normality, molarity and strength of solution. Okay, here now, so here equivalence is equal to what ma? How can I write here? Normality into volume can I write here? Okay, so equivalence, how do you calculate here? Normality into volume. Okay, and what about normality ma? How can I write here? Molarity into n factor can I write here? Into volume. Am I right or not? That is the case. Next, what is another formula here? Molarity, that is what I can call normal number of moles here. Right here. Number of moles is equal to what is here? Molarity into volume na? Molarity into volume here. That's why only what here? Molarity into volume here. What do you write here? Number of moles here. Number of moles here. Molarity into volume what here? Number of moles here. Number of moles into n factor. So this is the what na formula. It will come what na every chapter, every physical chapter what na here, except in the solid state, you will get an atomic structure. You will get what na almost every physical chemistry chapter here. Okay, you will get in one every physical chemistry chapter. Okay, someone what asking me, ma, sir, again. Okay, I am telling you, ma, for completion of any reaction. Okay, I'll go for previous slide. Okay, so KNM students would be probably what now here. You would have recollected now. Okay, here for the completion of any reactant, equivalence. Okay, of reaction should be equal to equivalence of the products here. And reaction should be completed. Okay, react completion based on the number of equivalents. Okay, so that is the case. Now, how to calculate equivalence? Okay, normality is equal to number of equivalents per liter na. That's why equivalence is equal to normality into volume na. Can I write like this? Normality into volume here. Next to normality. Okay, normality is equal to what ma? How can you write? Molarity into n factor na. Am I right or not here? Should I give explanation regarding this? N factor nothing but what here? Sulfuric acid. Suppose for na n factor nothing but na density of acid or acidity of base. Suppose 2 molar sulfuric acid is there, ma. Okay. What is the normality for this? What is normality, ma? For this? Normality is equal to molarity into n factor. Okay. What is the molarity, ma? 2. And what is the n factor for this? From sulfuric acid, 2 protons would be released. Okay. You can replace that 2 protons from this. That's why 1 here. What is the n factor? 2 here. That is equal to 4. 4 normal. Got it? So that like this here. Molarity into n factor into volume here. So that is the case here. So now what am I here? Yes, ma. I will show. Yes, someone asking what is n factor? Okay. So n factor what? I will explain you. N factor is equal to. Okay. It is what my here? Basicity of acid. Basicity of acid. Okay. I will tell you example, ma. Okay. Takes little time. Okay, students, please be patient. Okay, those who already know. Okay. Fine it is. Okay, so I need to I should consider the every student of every student, and I should make them understand every detail also, in detail. Okay, so that is one of my motto. Okay, so basicity of acid means I will tell you, ma. HCl is there, It releases how many protons? One proton. Okay. So you can replace one proton over here. That means what is the N factor here? 1. Now I will take one of sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid in the sense it will be like this, S double bond O, OH, sorry, double bond O and then OH. This is one here, sulfuric acid. Here how many protons are there here? Bonded to oxygen. Whatever protons, hydrogens bonded to oxygen, they only would be related the protons here. Then how many would be proton here? 2 protons. Okay, you will get. That means what is the N factor here? 2. Now I will take one here, H3PO4. Okay, so P double bond O, OH, OH, OH. Okay, so 3 protons are bonded to hydrogen. Sorry, 3 protons are bonded to oxygen. So these only will be related the proton here. Okay, that's why you will get what now? 3 protons. That means what is the N factor here? 3. Now same case, I will take one of this one H3PO4. H3PO4. Okay. Now I will take one H3PO3. This is also one acid. Okay. This is also one acid. Now H3PO3 PO3. Here one structure of H3PO3 one like this here. P double bond O. Here 4 oxygens. Here 3 oxygens. That means what will come here? You supposed to remove one oxygen. That is here. P double bond O. Sorry, one oxygen is supposed to decrease. That means P double bond O, OH. Okay. OH. And if you remove one oxygen from this, then what will become a hydrogen? Already I told you. Okay. If it wants to release the proton, which would be proton would be whatever hydrogen is attached to oxygen, they only would be released the protons here. Whatever hydrogen attached to phosphorus or sulfur, anything here, they won't be released as the proton here. Okay, this is one to remember. Okay, because oxygen is more electronegative, it withdraws electrons from hydrogen. Okay, other elements cannot withdraw electrons from hydrogen easily. That's why this cannot be released as the proton. Okay, that's why here how many protons can be released here? 2 only. That's why what is the N factor? 2. Okay. So now this is density of acid. For bases, whatever the OH would be there. Okay, bases you will take. Bases. You can call what here? Basicity of acid. Basicity of, sorry, spelling wrong. Basi, BASI. Okay, basicity of acid. So that means I will take what NaOH. From this, how many OH would be released here? 1 OH. 1 OH minus. Okay, that's why N factor what here? 1. No. Okay, calcium hydroxide. In this, from this what here? 2 OH minus would be released. 2 OH minus would be released. That's what is the N factor? 2 here. Aluminum hydroxide. Okay, aluminum hydroxide. How many here? So 3 OH minus would be released. Okay, I'm not putting the other ions because no time. That's why what I'm going simply directly 3 factor. Okay, this one here N factor 3. Now as is finished. Okay, and then this one also finish here. What is one? Base also finished. Next one when come to the salts here. If you take one salts here. Okay, suppose one NaCl. What is the N factor here? For a salts one here, N factor is equal to magnitude of charge on, okay, total magnitude of charge on cations or anions. Okay, here NaCl, this one Na plus and Cl minus. What is the magnitude here? +1 and -1. What is the magnitude? 1. That's why what N factor is what? 1. Okay. Next what MgSO4 I will take. What is here Mg plus 2 SO4 minus 2. +2 and -2. Okay, that's why neutral. And what is the magnitude 2 only that's why what is the N factor what? 2. Okay. Next what here? We'll take what here? Magnesium phosphate. Okay. Mg3PO4 taken twice now. This is the formula. 3 magnesiums are there. That's why each magnesium contains what +2. That's why what +6. Each phosphate contains what -3 -3 into what here? -6. What is the N factor here? Okay, 6 here because magnitude is what here? 6 here. Got it? So this is what here n factor. And there is one more possibility there one n factor. Okay, change in oxidation number ma. Change in oxidation number is also what n factor. Suppose one potassium permanganate, if you react in one acidic medium, it will convert into one here Mn plus 2 ma. Mn plus 2. I hope you know now how to calculate the oxidation state. Here plus 7, it is converting into what na? Plus 2. Okay. Now what is the n factor ma here? Difference, change. What is the ma? 7 minus 2. What is the n factor? 5. Suppose you take the what na? Neutral medium. Neutral medium. So what is the n factor here? What is it? It will convert into, okay, neutral medium is what na? Will convert into plus 2 MnO2. Okay, that means what is the n factor? What is the oxidation state here? Plus 4. Here plus 7 to plus 4. What is the n factor here? 3. Suppose you take one of basic. You take one here. Basic medium I will take. It will convert into MnO4 minus 2. Okay. So then what is the n factor here ma? Here what is the n factor here? Plus 6. Okay. That's why n factor is what ma difference. What is this? 1. Now hope you understood. Okay. So this is what my n factor here. Now n factor is very, very, very important. It's a backbone for the whole physical chemistry. If you don't know how to calculate the n factor, then what it's very difficult to apply it to what every chapter. Okay. It comes what almost what every chapter. In 11 you would have studied in the stoichiometry. Okay. Then it will reflect in the what chemical equilibrium and ionic equilibrium. And then if you come to the here in solutions, the conjugative properties also n factor will come. And then what if you go for electrochemistry, there also it will come. Chemical kinetic, there also it will come. Okay. And what if you go for surface, there also it will come. Okay. In many physical chapters, what you will come across what n factor. Okay. I will show you the n factor here once again. So I'll take a little time, ma. Okay. So take down this n factor of base. Okay, I'm going for next slide. For bases, you simply directly go for it. Okay, but when come to the acids, you should be very clear. Okay, all oxy acids, all oxy acids. One day I will teach you while teaching the inorganic chemistry. Okay, for this one, KNMS students, I have explained already for oxy acids how to remember. So again, what I will make you recollect again. So now I have what some different method of to keep memorize. Okay, all those things. Okay, all oxy acids, you can understand it very, very easily, and you can whatever questions will come based on that. That also you can do it very easily. Okay, so I have what some other new method to memorize all those things. Okay, I will explain you once again once I'm taking the this one. Okay, so inorganic chemistry, while handling inorganic chemistry, I will explain you. Okay, so don't get panic about all those things till now, but okay, you should know what how to draw the structure first. Okay, that is the case. Next one, this is the salts magnitude of total ma. This is one a total. Okay, don't get confused about my handwriting. Okay, if you have any issue regarding one handwriting, you can let me know. I will explain you here itself. Okay, total magnitude of charge on cations or anions. And this is one a change in oxidation number. This also comes under what n factor. Take down the screenshot. Okay, ma. See here. Here I'm telling you this. Okay, same principle I'm following. Okay, for completion of any reaction, equivalence of reactant should be equal to equivalence of products here. Here, what are the reactants, ma? Oxalic acid dihydrate, and then what here? Sodium hydroxide. Okay, I'm going to like this. Okay, that is here. So now what here? So equivalence of, okay, sometimes you can take one milli equivalence also. Okay, equivalence is equal to what here? Okay, what here, ma? Milli equivalence also you can take it. Okay, if the volume was given ml, you can go for milli equivalence. Okay, if the volume was given liters, you can go for equivalence. Okay, here, but both should be same here. Both sides is supposed to keep the same here. Okay, milli equivalence means milli equivalence only you should take. Okay, equivalence means is supposed to take equivalence only. Okay, be cautious while doing the problems here. Okay, milli equivalence of base. Okay, this is one oxalic acid dihydrate. Okay, that means what is oxalic acid, ma? COOH, COOH, and then what dihydrate means what two water molecules could be associated with this. Okay, that is here. Next one milli equivalence of what here? Sodium hydroxide. Okay, here that is the case here. So now what already I told you milli equivalence what my here? Already I told you what is the formula for equivalence? That means milli equivalent. Okay, if it is equivalence to normality to volume. Okay, molarity into n factor or number of moles into n factor. Based on data you can do here. Suppose they gave mentioned you weight in the problem. Then what do you do, ma? You should supposed to calculate the number of moles, weight by gram molecular weight. Suppose data they gave molarity and volume they gave. Then what you should do, ma? Here you should take this formula. Suppose they gave data in terms of what a normality. Then you should go for what this formula. Okay. If it is volume in ml, then what do you take, ma? Here you supposed to put the milli equivalence. That's all. Okay. Hope you are not based on the data whatever they mentioned. Okay, that is should be what very careful again. Okay, here now in this what my here what is the data mentioned here? Okay, 6.3 grams was they mentioned. Okay, that is here. So equivalence is equal to what can I take my here? Okay, first I will take calculate the what normality. Okay, here I will calculate the what normality. What is the problem was given? 6.3 gram of oxalic dihydrate is made up to 250 ml. Okay. Into 1000 by ml, 1000 by VL. Am I right or not here? What is the weight, ma? What is the weight? 6.3. Gram equivalent weight means what, my gram equivalent weight is equal to gram molecular weight by n factor. Okay, gram molecular weight by n factor. Okay, so here gram molecular weight what my here 126. Oxalic acid dihydrate molecular weight what my here this whole molecular weight what 126. Okay, and it is how many protons my here? These two hydrogens bonded to what oxygen here in the acid. Don't think about the water. Okay. Here also oxygen bonded to hydrogen, sir. So I can release one proton here. Not like this. This won't show one actually behavior here. Here one this part only shows one actually behavior. That's why two protons would be released. That's why what is the n factor, ma? 2 here. That's why what is my here? 63. Okay, 6.3 by 63 into 1000 by 250 ml. That is equal to how much will come here? Normality here 10, 250 by 4 by 10. That is what here 0.4 normal. 0.4 normal. Normality of acid we gain. Okay, we got here. Now I'll go for what here? That is here. Acid, milli equivalence of acid is equal to milli equivalence of the base here. That means what here? Data what was normality we got, and then what volume also give. Okay, 10 ml of acid we are taken. 10 ml of acid here. Normality into volume of acid. Okay, in ml is equal to what here? Normality into volume of what here? Base. What is this here? What is the normality? 0.4. And what is the volume here? 10 ml here taken. Okay, and base how much? What much sodium hydroxide? He had taken what? He's asking the volume of the base. He is asking in the problem. That's what 0.1 into. Okay, what here volume? I don't know. That's why volume what here 0.4 into 10 upon 0.1. Okay, so then what do you get here? 40 ml. Okay, hope you are very clear. Okay, you want to take down this. So 330 now. Okay, So if you are okay, if you are patient enough for now, I can discuss for now some more problems also. Okay, you tell me if you want to wind up means we will wind up also. Can I take for now some more 10 minutes? Okay, ma. Someone having what na school in class. Yes, ma. Very good. We can do some more problems. Okay, very good. Very good. Let's go in the same pace. Okay, same pace is okay. Next. Should I show the slides, ma? Okay, at the end I will show the slides, ma, once again. Okay, yeah. So next. So in the case of osmosis, solvent molecules move from higher concentration to lower concentration, higher osmotic pressure to lower osmotic pressure, lower vapor pressure to higher vapor pressure, higher vapor pressure to lower vapor pressure. Okay. So here, ma, first you will understand what now here. First thing is what is osmosis? What is diffusion? Okay, diffusion. Okay. This is what my here movement of solute or solvent, solute molecules or particles from high concentration to low concentration, high concentration to low concentration. Then come to the osmosis. Okay, here what my here movement of solvent molecules, ma. Solvent molecules from low concentration to high concentration. Hope you understood the difference from low concentration to high concentration. Okay. Here in the options it was given high concentration, low concentration. In osmosis, does it happen? No. Okay. Higher osmotic pressure to lower osmotic pressure. Am I right or not? So that is high concentration means what my here? High osmotic pressure. Am I right or not? So that also wrong here. So low vapor pressure to high vapor pressure. Does it possible? No here. High vapor pressure to low vapor pressure. Got it? High vapor pressure to low vapor pressure. Okay, ma? Okay, ma, I will show the slides, please. Okay, give some space. Okay, we will discuss two problems. Okay, and then what now we will okay, I will try to discuss one or two more problems. Okay. Now, during depression of freezing point in a solution, the following are in equilibrium. Okay, liquid solvent, solid solute. Okay, liquid solute, solid solvent, liquid solute, solid solute, liquid solvent, solid solvent. Okay. Okay. So when which would be in the equilibrium? Okay. So if you take one here, suppose you have taken the what na solvent over here. This is what na solvent. Okay. So here what na on the here also what na some molecules should be in the vapor phase. Okay. Now you added what na some solute to this. Okay. After this also what here? Now equilibrium exists between what my here? Equilibrium here condensation, okay, and evaporation. Both will occur simultaneously. Na? Am I right or not here? In the solution, condensation and then what na evaporation. That means what na like this what na will happen in the closed container ma. In the closed container. So this what na evaporation and condensation both will happen on the same. That means so here this is what a liquid solvent. This is what my here gas. Sorry, during depression of freezing point in a solution, the following are in equilibrium. Liquid solvent, solid solvent. Okay, so liquid solvent, solid solvent were given now. Okay, ma. Give me some time for this. Okay, tomorrow I will tell you this one now. Okay, liquid solvent, solid solvent, both were given. And liquid solvent, solid solute. Okay, it was given. Liquid solute, solid solvent. Okay, give me time ma, for this. Okay, next problem I will tell you. Okay, next. If you take what now? Platinum tetrachloride 6H2O. Okay, platinum tetrachloride 6H2O was given. 6H2O was given. It will exist as the hydrated complex. 1 molar aqueous solution has a depression in freezing point of 3.72 degrees centigrade. Okay, delta TF is equal to what was given here? 3.72 degrees centigrade. Okay, assume 100% ionization and Kf of water 1.86 mole per kg complex. Okay, here he is asking what now here? He is asking what? In this problem, what he is asking? He is asking the complex, how it exists here. Okay, how it exists here. Here, this is what a coordination complex. I already told you what is coordination complex. Okay, one would be what na see there is double salt and then what a complex salt ma. This is what a complex salt I can tell you. This is what na complex salt. Double salt means suppose sodium chloride is there. Okay, I will add what a water. It becomes what a Na plus and Cl minus. Okay, it will lose its nature, original nature. It will lose its original nature. Sodium chloride what na it lose what na some properties. They lose what na some properties here by becoming what na Na plus and what na and Cl minus. But in this case, complex salts if you take, okay, they don't lose its original nature. That's why you call what a complex them. Okay, so those people what who doesn't okay, who doesn't become one any change. Okay, they are what very resistant. They will be, we can say them what a complex. The compounds also same case here. Suppose this one a platinum tetrachloride. If you put in water, it won't lose its nature. Okay, completely. So that we call what here complex salt equal here. Okay, so then what he is applying the correlative property to this here. So now what how it is here. So delta TF is equal to I into KF into M he is asking. Okay, this one data we can tell here. Okay, here. Now he is asking what a hydrated complex. Okay, 1 molar aqueous solution. Okay, here as a depression freezing point 3.2. Okay, 3.72. Am I right here? And Van Hoff factor I need to find out now. Van Hoff factor I need to find out. Based on that we can write the button. Based on Van Hoff factor you can write the structure this. Okay, this is the case. Into Kf what was given ma 1.86 and molality what was given ma 1 molar. Okay, 100% ionization. That's why we need not worry about this. Okay, so now I is equal to what will come ma 3.72 divided by 1.86. That means what will come ma 2 will come. That means I is equal to 2 means I is equal to 2 means how many ions you will get ma here? I is equal to okay 1 plus 1 minus alpha plus n alpha na 1 minus alpha plus n alpha. Am I right or not? That is here. Okay, so 100% ionization means you will get what on 2. Okay, I value is also what equal to n value also 2 you can take because 100% ionization. Okay, that means how many ions you will get my here? From this 2 ions you will get. Okay, that means how it exists my here? Platinum Cl3. Okay, Cl3. Okay, H2O. And then one more Cl. It would be like this. Okay, based on options you can go over now. Don't remember anything. Okay, only. So if you see the one first option here, one outside, how many chlorines are there? 2 chlorines are there. Okay, If two chlorines are there, how many would be here? What is the n factor? Suppose here, sir, instead of 2, here 2, here 2, they put. How many ions you will get? This is 1 and this 2. Okay, then what is the n factor here? What is the I value will be? 3 would be there. So we are getting 1 or 2 only. That means what should I do? Cl, 1 Cl outside. Okay, and what here? 3 Cls are inside here. Then what here? This will lose as one ion and this will lose as one ion. Then how many ions you will get? 2 ions. Right here. That's why what I value will get matched here. That's why this option here. Okay, that is the case. Don't worry about water molecules because water won't get dissociated. Okay, that's why what here, because this is one hydrated. Okay, so that is the case. Can I show you? Take down. Okay, ma. I'm going for next problem. So, to 500 centimeter cube of water, 3 into 10 power minus 3 kg of acetic acid is added. If 23% of acetic acid is dissociated, what will be the depression in freezing point? Okay, Kf and density of water are given as one of 1.86 Kelvin kg per mole, and then one of 0.997 gram per centimeter cube respectively. Okay, here. First, let us see what data he mentioned. Okay, what is the data he mentioned, ma? So someone asking me what now here. Once again, the theory behind it. Which one, ma? This one. Here, okay. I will tell you. Here, platinum tetrachloride. Okay, here. So based on the number of ions, you can decide what the structure. Okay. Here, I is equal to 100% dissociation means I value should be equal to what na? N value na? That means N is equal to number of ions. I is equal to random factors. Okay. If 100% dissociation means you won't see difference. Okay, between I and N value. Okay. If there is degree of dissociation, some 20%, 40%, 60% means then I value and N value would be different. Okay. Else in this N value and I value both would be what na? Same only. Okay. So this one na, this chlorine here 2 means we're supposed to get 2 ions totally. That is here, not more than 2 ions. Okay, that is the case. So then what now? 1 Cl would be outside. When this complex totally, okay, this total complex what now would be as 1 ion. Then how many ions you will get? 2 ions only. Then what now? This formula will get matches. Suppose here 3 chlorine, 1 chlorine. So instead of that, I put 2 chlorines and 2 chlorines. Then what is the I value? Ma? Here 1 ion, and here what do 2 chloride ions. Then what is the total? 3 will be there. In fact, I value will be what? 3 again. Suppose here 1 chlorine, here 3 chlorines are outside. Then how many? 3 chloride and 1 complex ion. Then how many? What is the I value will be there? 4 will come. Hope you understood. Okay. Someone telling, sir, enough, sir, for today. Okay, ma. Shall we wind up? Okay, all are telling what now? Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay, ma. See you. Okay. So I don't expect you to be what more. Okay, someone telling what is sir your wish. Okay, ma. Fine, no problem. Okay. I hope you understood the concept, all those things. Okay, and someone telling we can do some more problems. Okay, Muthu, he is interested to do more problems. Okay, many people are telling telling thank you. Okay, ma. Okay, ma. So I will show the slides once. Okay, someone asking for the slides also. Okay, that is, and do vigorous practice, ma. Okay, these are very good important concepts. Okay, you can do easily. Okay, you will understand all 11th concepts. What will come over here in the physical chemistry. Okay, applications you will see what are randomly. So very often you can see the applications of stoichiometry. Okay, equilibrium you will see here. Okay, first slide, ma. This is the first slide. Take the screenshot. Second slide. Third slide. Next, fourth slide. I'm going for fourth slide. Next, I'm going for fifth slide. Next, I'm going for sixth slide. Next, seventh. So my quarterly exam syllabus, okay, I will let you know. Okay, I'm not sure about it. Okay, and Gig Not is the only syllabus. Okay, for this weekend test. Next, eighth one mark. Ninth slide. Next to 10th one. Next to 11th. Next to 12th. Next to 13th. Next, I'm going for very important thing, equivalence concept. Okay. Next, I'm going for 14th. Density of acid. Next, 15th. Sorry, ma. This is what the basis what the acidity of base, ma. Strike it off. Okay. Here, acidity of base. Okay. Acidity of base. Next, 16th. Total magnitude of charge on cations or anions. Next, 17th. K-manophore. Someone asked what one the first K-manophore slide. Okay, you can take down. Next, I'm going for 18th. Next to 19th. Next to 20. Okay, 21 ma. This is 20. I don't write anything. Next 22. Okay, nothing here. Okay, ma. See you. Okay, see you in the next class. Okay.